Hey guys, how's it going? We're hanging out with Frapp and we're going to be talking about some of the renovations I'm going to be doing in the reptile room. I have a lot of stuff planned for this winter, some stuff I want to get done over the next few months. So I want to discuss it in detail with you guys since I've really thought it out and such. And Frapp will be helping us out. I usually like bringing him in the reptile room almost every day for about a half hour just so he can stretch his legs a little bit more. Outside his 8x4x4 foot enclosure and do some walking around and such. But I'm doing this new method actually, which is going to explain the laundry basket, where I put the towel in the laundry basket and put it in his enclosure, and then he just goes inside of it. I pick up the laundry basket and bring it in here, and he gets out and he starts running around. He's a little not too graceful when I pick him up, and he freaks himself out, so it's been working really well. I think I talked about that in a previous video or live stream or something. But yeah, it's working really great. And he's just kind of going to do his own thing as we talk about the reptile room. So let's get to it. But before we do, make sure you check that lower right-hand corner and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that bell as well. We are closing in on 1,500 subs. Can't wait to hit it, so I'd appreciate you subscribing. All right, guys, let's start talking about the reptile room. By far, the biggest change is going to be getting rid of this unit I have here. This currently houses my bearded dragon Max, who's over there, and Tortellini, my Russian tortoise, who's in the corner down there. This just has not been working out the more and more time I've been spending with it. It's a very beautiful built unit, I think. I mean, I built it myself, so obviously it is. But it just really doesn't accommodate the needs of these reptiles as they really should. But right now, what I really want to do is get an enclosure that I could put some natural substrate in. Obviously, you see, there is a dig box in there for Max, so that is taking care of it for the moment. But it is also putting a lot of pressure down there on Tortellini's part, so I really don't like it there. I just want to get an enclosure that I could just put some natural substrate in, and I want an enclosure that's actually not as big as her current enclosure. I always try to pride myself on giving bigger than normal enclosures because I really do think you see a lot of new behaviors and interesting things happening in bigger spaces. But Max, she's an outlier. She actually, in my opinion, does better in more confined spaces. So I want to get her a little bit smaller of enclosure and actually give her some natural substrate so she could always be digging and such like that. And then Tortellini, other than the weight that's being put on down there, it's a little stuffy in there. A lot of dust kicks up and a lot of dirt kicks up because there's not too much ventilation. And I don't think that's going to be good for his eyes and his overall health over time. So I definitely want to give him an open top type thing. So what I'm going to be doing in essence is just like how I have a storage unit over there. You see Tortellini playing hide and seek, or not Tortellini, Frappuccino. But I'm going to be getting a storage type thing like I have over there for the baby Ackie enclosure. And I'm going to be getting, I'm going to be putting a bigger one over here. And that's going to have on top of it Max's new enclosure and Destin's new enclosure, which I still have to work on. I promise I'll be doing it this winter. But those two enclosures are going to be on top of it. Then for Tortellini, what I'm going to be doing is sort of under that storage unit, I'm going to be putting sort of a trough type thing. I really wanted to get like a 300-gallon type deal because that would give them so much room, but it just like would only give us about like 6 inches of walking space here. So it really doesn't, work. I'm kind of pissed about it, but oh well. I'm at least going to be getting a trough that at least matches the size he's in right now. But that's going to be under that sort of frame or whatever, and I'm going to be dangling the UVB and the heat bulb from under it too. So that'll all work well, but that's definitely going to be the biggest change you guys will probably see. Where Destin's current enclosure is another sort of U-line storage unit I'm going to be putting there, and that's going to have all the feeders, so I have dubia roaches and stuff like that and crickets. I'm going to put them all on there. As you guys know, since I announced it last video, or a couple videos ago, I am having a baby, so I want to get all the sort of heat stuff up as much as possible, just so they don't mess with it. But yeah, I'll be getting 2 more of these, one probably like about 6 feet, and another one matching this one at 4 feet, and using them like I just said. So the ground will probably be a lot more clear. I could probably store most of this storage stuff over in the corner here, underneath one of them, or I also have like sort of a storage corner over there, so I can probably clean that up as well. So it's gonna be looking a lot neater in here also, and I also probably am gonna be getting rid of the 40-gallon. I don't have a use for it right now. I don't know what I'm gonna use it for in the future, if anything. I did have a plan for it, and that was the announcement I was going to talk about today. But unfortunately, I didn't go through with it. It just really didn't work out in the situation that I'm in. It was an awesome reptile that I was going to get. And I think it would have been great for the channel and great as, a keeper. But being uncertain about where I'll end up in the future and such like that, and it would have kind of been hard to keep the reptile in Florida. It just, I don't think it would have worked out. So I'm sorry, guys, but I think I'm kind of staying put with the reptiles I have now. And I'm sorry I didn't really go through with it. It just didn't make much sense at the time. But I was really hyped about it, so it's pretty unfortunate I couldn't really follow through with it. But anyway, back to sort of the reptile room. It should be a lot neater, a lot more tidy. What is Frapp doing? Listen, what a Frapp. What are you doing back there? You really think this is a good idea? Of course, this is even more reason why I need to clean up the floor space. You guys can see it's kind of a mess in here right now, purely because I had to pick everything up that I had on the ground and make sure that Frapp couldn't knock it over. He already knocked this over, as you can see. It's in a different position than it was in the beginning of this video. But anyway, so that's really all the major changes, I would say. I'm also going to be getting a more formal incubator. I know I talked about that before. And I'll be putting that probably somewhere in here. I'm really trying to consolidate everything to one room. Especially, obviously Frapp's enclosures in my living room, but I want to sort of quarantine, all the reptile stuff as much as possible for the baby, just because, salmonella is a little bit more of a risk, for kids ages 5 and below. But with proper hygiene, it should be fine, but I just kind of want to, do as good as possible with limiting that stuff. I'm just really expecting worst case scenarios, I guess. But yeah, so basically that's what I'm going to be doing. I can't think of any more off the top of my head, anything more that I'm going to be trying to do. But hopefully I'll be getting another clutch of Ackies to test out that incubator I'll be getting. Now, all this stuff is probably going to be happening over the next couple months. Like I said, I have to do Destin's enclosure. That'll probably be the first thing I'll be doing. I'll put in order for Max's enclosure, but that's probably going to take at least a month for them to sort of do all the stuff for that and ship it out. So I'm not expecting that anytime soon. The U-line stuff, the storage units or whatever you want to call them, the shelving, I guess, they're going to come pretty quick, but I really can't do that until I figure all this stuff out. I could probably get Tortellini's new enclosure pretty quickly, so not too worried about that. So everything will slowly evolve, but this will hopefully be a much more organized and sort of brand new reptile room when the time comes. I really wanted to just kind of do a video discussing the potential changes here, and sort of what I'm thinking and everything like that. I'll probably be getting, some new stuff for the enclosures also. I've been saying I've been wanting to sort of redo some of the Ackie enclosures a little bit, put some new wood in there, and maybe some rocks and stuff like that. I might even be doing some background type stuff so they could utilize some of the wall space. So that's some thoughts I've been having. That'll probably come after everything I just talked about, though. And then I need to do some new stuff to the baby enclosure, the baby Ackie enclosures, who are still here. They'll probably be going out the first full week of January. I have put in an order for all the shipping type stuff I need, but they're doing great. They're in here. I actually just got UVB for them that I'll be putting in after this video. But yeah, that's really all the changes you'll be seeing coming up. It's more going to be organizational stuff, but a couple new enclosures. I'm really excited to see how Destin's enclosure turns out, so I hope you guys are excited. But no new plans for a new reptile as of right now. I am keeping my eye out because I do have a little extra money just for myself. that I'm probably going to save. But if I see sort of some special types of reptiles I've been looking at over the years that aren't too common, I might, pull the trigger. But for right now, again, I'm sorry that nothing's happening with that stuff. I was really excited about potentially announcing something, but it didn't work out, like I said. But anyway, that's pretty much it, guys. I just kind of wanted to do a little bit of a hangout discussion video about this stuff. Nothing too exciting, but let me know if you guys have any further ideas, I guess. That's really why I wanted to do this video. Show off some of my plans, because me and Olivia have been sort of measuring everything, thinking everything out, but there's a lot to do. So if you have any suggestions or anything, let me know. Especially, I would say, for Tortellini's enclosure. Like I said, I'm having some trouble finding a trough that's at least the same size as his current enclosure, which is about 6x3. The height can vary. But length by width, it's about 6 feet by 3 feet. So I have a trough actually right now that's 6 by 2, but I don't want to take away space from him. I already feel like there's too little of space for him already. So if you guys can help me think of something that's maybe roughly 200 to 250 gallons, and hopefully rectangular, let me know, because that would be very helpful. But yeah. Anyway, guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed. We'll be not doing a live stream this Sunday since the reptile thing fell through. I'm just taking one more week off to let things cool down with that even more, since it's been a little weird with live streams lately. But hopefully next Sunday I will be doing a live stream. And then, of course, expect a video on Wednesday, right? That's my schedule, right? Yeah. All right, guys. I will see you then. Thanks. Make sure to subscribe.